and you're joining us at the iFXEXPO Cyprus. We're here in collaboration with Forex, Magnates and iFXEXPO. Joining me in the Dukascopy TV booth now is Jonathan Brewer of Sucden Financial. Jonathan, thank you very much for coming in. So firstly, what makes your organisation different? How do you position yourself against your competitors?
So I suppose the main thing that makes us a little bit different to a lot of our competition is that we've been around for a long time. Sucden Financial has been trading the financial markets for 40 years. I suppose the second thing that differentiates us is our business model. What we try to do is offer a tailored, customised service to our clients, 100% STP, and we try and give them the tools really in order for them to go out and grow their business, because obviously we benefit from that as well.
Looking back then over the last year, how has Sucden evolved? What have the main challenges been? Also, if we look ahead, moving towards the end of 2013, 2014, what challenges still lie in the future?
So over the last year, we've actually been rather fortunate because actually our business has grown quite significantly. So we've slightly bucked the trend. I think obviously 2012 was a difficult year for the industry as a whole because there wasn't a huge amount of volatilities, so there wasn't a huge amount of trading. But that was one trend. But the other trend was that a lot of customers in the retail space were looking to possibly. They were becoming maybe a little bit more educated about what their broker is doing with their trades. So there's been a big drive in the retail space to move towards a more STP type of model, where your broker covers 100% of your trades with the banks, and that's very much the model that we follow. So because of that, our business actually grew really well throughout 2012. In terms of challenges going forward, I think there is a large amount of margin compression. So I think as the industry is becoming more competitive all the time, technology is moving on all the time. So we effectively had to be running at 100 miles an hour to stay in the same place. And so I think the market is becoming more sophisticated, and we're having to move with that really.
What are your thoughts then on transparency within the FX world? Are we moving towards an exchange model? Will all brokers be ECN with one data feed, or will we stick with the OTC model? And if so, then why?
Well, we're very much advocates of transparency, so that's really what we market ourselves on. So our model is 100% STP. If a client comes to us and says, look, I did this particular trade, which bank was that trade hedged with, then we can tell them which bank each individual trade was hedged with. So we really give clients full transparency on what we're doing with their trades. So yes, I think clients are demanding greater transparency, and I think a lot of brokers are looking to offer that now. And I think we're kind of at the forefront of that. In terms of the exchange model, Sucden is a well-established futures broker, so we do a lot of business on exchange. So should the FX market go on exchange, then we will be well positioned to actually conduct that business. But whether or not the market really needs it, I'm not quite so sure. I think there would need to be a big catalyst to actually force this business on exchange. Possibly the regulator might insist on it. If they do, then obviously it will go on exchange. But in terms of what benefit would there be? There would be, I suppose, less counterparty risk for the clients. But I think clients are becoming much more aware of that particular issue. So they're focusing a lot more on actually the size of their broker, how well established their broker is, and I think that's another reason why our business has been growing, because we're relatively well established in terms of how long we've been around.
So what's your strategy for the future then? New products, new geographical expansion?
So we are very heavily focused on trying to tailor-make products for our clients and solutions for our clients. So going forward, a lot of our sort of new products are going to be very much client-driven. So one example was an important client came to us and wanted to have single-stock CFDs in MT4 on a DMA basis, so hedged directly on the exchange. And we provided that to the client. And so I would anticipate that our innovation is going to be largely client-driven, because that's really the model that we pursue. In terms of geography, I'm sure that other brokers would have said the same thing, but Asia is a high focus area for us. Our futures business is quite heavily commodities based, and because of that, we already do a lot of business in China. So we were one of the first firms to actually really target that area, and I think we will be actively targeting Asia just like everybody else, because I think that's the main growth area.
And lastly, Jonathan, what are the best trading conditions that you're able to offer to your clients?
We don't really have a one-size-fits-all offer. So we really try and find out what's most important for our individual clients and really try and focus on that particular area when we're making our offering. So I realise that I possibly slightly avoided the question there, but really the honest answer is that we really speak to our clients and try and find out what's best for them.
Jonathan, thank you very much. Jonathan Brewer there of Sucden Financial, speaking here at the iFXEXPO Cyprus. Goodbye for now.